Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, and today this is a bit of a more casual video. I'm going to be trying a few different new products in this video, giving you all my first impressions, and I'm also going to be doing a makeup look today that is very natural, dewy, just like the perfect look for the summertime when you're going out somewhere but you don't want to spend forever on your makeup. So if you all are interested in seeing that kind of look from me, you should definitely keep on watching. All right, the first new product I'm going to try today, well actually products, plural, is from Gucci. So I got this sample when I made a Sephora order recently, and it has their Silk Priming Serum as well as their Fluid Foundation. So I'm going to be trying both of those products today. So first I'm going to go in with the Silk Priming Serum, and then I'm going to go into the Fluid Foundation in shade 120N. I'm not sure how good of a shade match this is going to be, because I feel like these foundation samples always have like a few shades deeper than the lightest shade, and normally I'm one of the lightest shades in foundation. So if it's a bit dark, we'll blend it on the neck, we'll say a prayer, I'm glad I don't have any plans today, that kind of thing. I know I am late to the game in regards to Gucci makeup. I know that they've been releasing stuff for a while now, so I will say I'm not early here, but this primer is very thin and liquidy in texture. It's not creamy at all, and it definitely has a fragrance. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, I would not go for this primer, but so far it looks like more of a matte finish maybe. Does it tell me? No, doesn't really say. Okay. Yeah, this foundation looks a little dark already. Oh well, we will make it work. Let's hope it's not too dark. It's not horrible. It's definitely, I know it says this is a neutral undertone. I would say it's warm. I would say this is definitely a warm tone, undertone, yellow in undertone. I know Britt Clark, who I watch here on YouTube, she says this foundation is really, really hard to shade match, just because like the undertones just are not what they say they are, and the shades are just really hard to shade match and find your perfect shade. So that is something to keep in mind if you are interested in this foundation. This is not terrible, but it's definitely too dark for me. But 120N definitely has a yellow undertone. I am now going to go into a product that is not new, but it is very beloved by me and many others. This is the Pat McGrath Concealer. This is in the shade L2. So just gonna conceal any blemishes I have in between the brows, in the crevices of my nose, anything like that. Yeah, this is definitely a matte finish. I am not used to seeing myself with a matte finish on my face. It's kind of weird. Do you all like it? Is this more your style? It's not mine. You all know I love dewy to the nth degree, and this is definitely matte. And I'm just not used to seeing myself like that. But hopefully all the cream cake products I'm gonna put on, that'll add some dewiness back to the face. Concealer is meshing well with the foundation. So next I have another new product, and this is the Tower 28 Bronzino Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade Suncoast. So this is the lightest shade that they have, and I have never tried anything from Tower 28 other than their lip glosses before, so I'm excited to try this. It is kind of hard to open though. There we go. So this is just a very, very light bronzy shade with a little bit of reflect in it. I'm going to use my Refer number 4 brush. It's just an angled face brush. This is what I normally apply cream bronzer with, but if that doesn't work for some reason, I can move into the sponge or my fingers. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, the brush is picking up something. Oh wow, this is a very light bronzer, and it is definitely has a dewy finish. This is a lot lighter than the other bronzers I have. It's kind of weird. Maybe we'll try this side of my face, my right side of my face with the brush and the other side with the sponge, just to see how it applies. So let's try the sponge. And we're just gonna tap it in. All right, so here are the two sides of my face. Right side has the brush, and the left side I applied with the sponge. I would say if you want a more natural, blended out bronze, use the sponge. If you want a bit more dramatic and more pigment off the dot, then I would use a brush. But I'm gonna blend in a little bit some of the brush side so it matches the other side a bit more. There we go. This is definitely a very light bronze shade. Definitely has some shimmer in there. I think it looks really pretty, but if you are not super pale, I think I would go for a deeper shade. But for me, this is a very nice natural bronze and I really like how it looks. So I'm also gonna apply some to my nose like I normally do. So I do the sides of my nose just to get a natural bronze. Yeah, this is a very natural bronzer. It's even more natural than Fenty Butter Biscuit. I'd say it's lighter. And that one's a bit more on the matte side. This one definitely has some shimmer to it. So next I'm going to go into cream blush. This is nothing new. So this is my Kaja cheek stack. What's this called? Does it have a name? I don't know. Doesn't say. Well, this is in the shade Saucy, and I'll have all the products I'm using on my face listed in the description box. And this is made in Korea. It's like a K-beauty brand that's at Sephora. And I like their makeup for like these more natural makeup days. So that's what I'm doing today. So you just take the stamp, you do that, and then I take my sponge and I blend it out. The heart stamp is just really for fun, I guess. It's for like the cute factor, you know? I don't ever walk around with just 2 hearts of blush on my face. But this just gives a really nice, natural pink flush, and I really like it. And it is a cushion, in case you all are not aware. So it just closes like that. You take the heart stamp, and you just pop it right back in there. Another Kaja product I really like, this is their Mochi Glow highlighter in the shade 01 Toy Alien. It's just this really pretty champagne shade, so I just take my finger, rub it in there, and dab it on my cheeks, and my nose, and my chin, and anywhere else I want a little bit of glow. I'm just hoping this is gonna add some dewiness back into my skin. It feels so matte from that foundation and primer. Perfect, so I don't feel like I need to set my face just because of how matte that primer and foundation is. This was not my intention for the finish on my face, but I'm not mad about it. It's just not my personal preference when it comes to complexion products. I prefer a very dewy finish. But next we're gonna move on to my under eye concealer and all that. So I'm going to use 2 products for my under eye concealer, a color corrector, and this is the Chanel Le Corrector and Corrector Rose. I've heard they're going to be reformulating this, and I'm kind of bummed because I love this current formula. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that and just make sure like they don't ruin it. I want to make sure it's still good because I love this product. It's a great color corrector. And Chanel is actually going to also be releasing a cushion foundation at the same time that they're releasing this. And I am super interested in that foundation. I feel like it's going to be really nice coverage, just dewy, natural. Ugh, I cannot wait till that comes out. And then on top of the color corrector, I'm going to use my Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline. This color corrector is potent stuff. So all you need are 3 little dots and you're good to go. And look at how much of a difference that makes my under eyes. I just love this product. To set the under eyes, I'm gonna take my ambient lighting powder and diffused light and also this Rephr number 19 brush and just put that under my eyes so the concealer does not crease. Because the eye look I'm doing today is gonna be really natural and also using cream shadows, I do not need to bake today. So I'm just powdering just a bit under the eyes. So next I'm gonna go into brows. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. brow pencil and then also this Wonder Wax. That's the clear shade from Pink Honey. And I'm just gonna do my brows the way I normally do them. Nothing special there. So I fluff up my brows first with the spoolie. Then I take the pencil and just fill in where I wanna fill in. I don't make my brows very dramatic at all, so normally not that much filling in. I never participated in the Instagram brow trend or anything, and I'm not gonna start now. Just not my style. And then I take this wax and I just go in with a spoolie that I dedicate for that purpose. This is from Patrick Ta. And then I just really get the hairs all up in there. I just want them to like stick almost straight up, and then I'll clean them up with another spoolie. I'm really trying to laminate the hairs into place. Try and do that like fluffy soap brow kind of look. So then I take this tool from Pink Honey and I take this comb and I brush it through the brow hairs to get any excess brow wax out of there. Because the last thing you want is a crusty, dusty, weird looking brow. And then I just take the other clean spoolie and I just brush through it, shape them how I want to, make them all nice and fluffy looking. So that's how I do my brows. So now is the fun part, at least in my opinion, and that is eyeshadow. So if you all know me at all, you probably know that my makeup is either at 0 or 100. 0 being no makeup and 100 being full beat. So I'm not used to doing super natural, pretty, just like put on some makeup and head out the door kind of makeup looks. But sometimes I do them and I always enjoy when I do. So that's the kind of look I'm gonna go for today. But as always, some things never change, and that is Milani eyeshadow primer. Perfect, so I'm gonna be going into this Kaja bento box today. This is in the shade 02 Orange Blossom, and it just has 3 different shades, a like corally shade, a brown shade, and like a champagne shade, and they're all shimmers. So I am first going to go into this corally shade all over my eye, and I'm gonna use my fingers for this eyeshadow look. I'm just gonna pack it on and blend. I'm not sure if these are considered creams or powders. Maybe they're like a cream to powder. I don't know. I feel like I use them like I would use cream shadows, but I'm not sure if they actually are. So next I'm gonna go into this dark brown. I'm gonna take that on a different finger, and I'm gonna blend that from the outer corner a little bit inwards onto my eye, just to like deepen it up a bit, and then just blend the 2 shades together. And then I'm gonna take the champagne shade and I'm going to apply that to my inner corners and my brow bone. All right, so that's what the 3 shadows look like on my eyes. I think they look really pretty. Next, I'm gonna take this liquid liner from NYX. This is the Epic Ink liner, my favorite liquid liner of all time. Also pretty cheap, it's at the drugstore, your local Target, that kind of thing. So this is in the brown shade. I'm just going to line my upper lash line. And I'm going to apply one of my favorite mascaras to just my upper lashes. I personally never apply mascara to my lower lashes. I just feel like my lower lashes are really long and it looks weird. So this is the Marc Jacobs At Lash Mascara. I do not know what's going on with Marc Jacobs. It seems like all of their stuff is on sale, like 50% off at Sephora and his website. And I've heard like 2 different stories about what's going on. I've heard, oh, his makeup line's gonna be discontinued. It's gonna be no more, thanks to, you know, situations like the worldwide situation. And then I've also heard, oh, it's just gonna be like a reformulation, kind of like what Bite did. So I don't know which one is true, but I guess we'll find out soon. But this is a nice mascara, and I believe it's 50% off right now. So if you can snag it, I would recommend you snag a tube or two. And last but not least, I have this new lip gloss from Tower 28. So this is in the shade Wild. It's just this like beautiful berry color. And this actually benefits the Cameron Boyce Foundation. So I believe he passed away a few years ago from an epileptic seizure, which is just so sad. And I believe this foundation does research in regards to epileptic seizures and epilepsy and all of that. So when I saw that, I was like, that's a really good cause, and I really like the color, and I love Tower 28's gloss formula, so I knew I had to get it. And last but not least, I want to use some setting spray, and so this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow, and hopefully this will provide some glow. Oh yeah, that definitely added life back into my skin. All right, let's take out the hair. It's probably gonna look crazy. And let's do the bangs, style that. All right, so this is the completed look. I really like how this turned out. I was using some old, more natural makeup favorite products, and then also some new products. So what do I think about the new products? The Gucci primer and Gucci foundation. I can already tell you, it's not for me. It has a very matte finish. That's just not what I go for. I'm also not really a fan of the fragrance. I don't mind face products that have fragrance in them just because that's not something I'm sensitive to. I just feel like the fragrance itself, I just do not enjoy. It just smells kind of like floral, powdery, perfumey. Not really my kind of vibe. So not really a fan of those. The cream bronzer I think works well. It's very light, so that I think it'll be really good for me in the winter time when I'm like really pale. But I think it's a nice product, definitely has more of a shimmery finish. It blended really nicely on the skin. It looks nice, it didn't pick up my foundation, so I'm happy about that. And the lip gloss I feel like is really pretty. I love Tower 28's gloss formula, of course, so how could I not love that? So with that, this will wrap up the video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like the video, please like the video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you like me, please subscribe. I post about 3 times a week about fashion, beauty, makeup, fragrance, a whole bunch of stuff. I just like to have a lot of fun on this channel. And if you have anything to comment down below, please comment that down below. I love chatting with you all. And with that, thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.